Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails, and if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she said, this information is definitely a sign that communism is at our door. Schools are now removing books in a big way. It's crazy days. I know it's happening here in Florida too. So what she sent me is like a blog, I guess it is, and it said what actual book bans look like. Empty shelves with absolutely new books. Student parents question school boards, library weeding the process. And it's Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, and Roll of Thunder, Hear Me Cry. Those are the examples of the books that students say they can no longer find in the public high school library in Mississauga, Mississauga, Ontario, which she visits on her lunch hour most days. In May, the shelves at the Erindale Secondary School, which are full of books, but noticed that they had gradually started to disappear. When the students returned to school this fall, they were more stark. One student said, this year I came to my school library and there were rows and rows of empty shelves, absolutely no books. It's estimated that more than 50% of the school's library books are gone. In the spring, students were told by staff, if the bookshelves look emptier right now, it's because we have to remove all of the books published prior to 2008. Why that year date? That doesn't make sense. So, Peel District School Board students, parents, and community members, CBC Toronto, spoke to who are concerned about seemingly inconsistent approach to a new equity-based book weeding process implemented by the board last spring in response to a directive from the Minister of Education. They say the new process, intended to ensure library books are inclusive, appears to have led some schools to remove thousands of books solely because they were published in 2008 or earlier. Only new books will be permitted because inclusion. And in retrospect, it does look like leftists took 2008 as a year zero, doesn't it? It just doesn't make any sense. 2008, what does 2008 have to do with anything? And then someone responded to the blog saying, 2008, you say? Why? Once upon a time, everyone talked about the Johnny Carson monologue at the water cooler, often reclining in nylon webbing lawn chairs, the good days. This argument found no purchase. If you start with the assumption that the marvelous present began around 2008, when the light worker descended onto us in mortal form, smoking a Marlboro, then the past is a moral and cultural abattoir, best regarded at arm's length. In the near future, her history courses in high school would consist entirely of the teacher saying, there's the bell for tomorrow. Tear out pages 43 through 57 of your textbooks and burn them. Class dismissed. I'm pretty sure the arrival of the light worker was meant to be a warning, not a how-to guide for the ministry of truth. Wow. But my question here is, why Harry Potter? Why the Hunger Games? I've never heard of Roll of Thunder or Hear My Cry, but Harry Potter, my 9-year-old grandson just started reading Harry Potter, and he loves it. My son, Andrew, when he was 9, he started reading Harry Potter. He read all of the Harry Potter books. Hunger Games, he didn't read the books, but he watched the movies. I, as a parent and as a grandparent, I don't see anything wrong with Harry Potter or the Hunger Games. So I don't understand why these books are being pulled. Now, if there was something like, you know, sexual innuendos, drug use, or alcoholism, or something like, okay, then yeah, I agree. But there's none of that in those books. So strange, very strange. Huh. And now for a very much needed commercial break. Okay, so here is something that was sent in by a community member. She got a letter in the mail from Piedmont Natural Gas. And I'm going to have to blow this up just a little bit so I can see it. And it says, at Piedmont Natural Gas, we are committed to the safe delivery of natural gas to our customers and communities. As you are a Piedmont Natural Gas customer, we want to let you know about a ruling by North Carolina Utilities Commission to approve gas quality standards for alternative gas, which is gas derived from organic waste, commonly referred to as renewable natural gas. In response to this ruling, Piedmont has begun receiving renewable natural gas into our system, and it may comprise a portion of natural gas you use at your home or your business. Supporting sustainable energy solutions, such as a locally produced alternative gas, is part of our commitment to the environment because it helps advance clean energy technologies and reduce greenhouse gas emissions in our state. You can read more about the decision from the Commission and the recent commencement of the nearby alternative gas supplies on the reverse side of this letter, which I have, but I'll first show you this. So on the reverse side, it says the North Carolina Utilities Commission approved quality standards associated with the receipt of alternative gas by Piedmont Natural Gas Company, Incorporated. Alternative gas is derived from organic waste materials, such as animal waste from the decomposition of materials. Piedmont is currently receiving alternative gas from a supplier located near Colony Springs, North Carolina, that uses landfill gas to produce gas for injection into Piedmont's pipeline distribution system. The use of this alternative gas advances clean energy technologies and reduces greenhouse gas emissions from within the state. This alternative gas, as well as any future alternative gas supplies that may be delivered to Piedmont, must meet the quality standards approved by the NCUC. Producer compliance with the NCUC standards will ensure Piedmont's ability to continue to provide safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to our customers for any alternative gas injection site in our service territory. Piedmont continuously monitors gas quality with advanced instrumentation and has steps in place to automatically stop the receipt of alternative gas if the application gas quality standards are not met. We do not anticipate any problems associated with our receipt of alternative gas, and you should not notice any difference in the quality of service you have traditionally received from Piedmont. However, if you do notice some difference in the operation of your gas appliances, such as constantly flickering flame or an unusual orange or yellow flame for a period of time, please contact yada yada yada. Because when she first emailed me, she said, now we can't even get regular natural gas now. I don't know. See, we don't have, like at my house, I don't have propane or natural gas. Everything I have here in my house is electricity. So, wow. Do your neighbors have electricity, or are they on natural gas as well? I'd be interested to know that. So here's a really great idea for all of us to think about for like Christmas, holiday, and stuff like that, because this community member, she bought these for everyone for Christmas, helping them to become prepared for an emergency. This is a really, really great idea. Yeah. And now for a commercial break. So here's an email from a community member, and she sent in some pictures, and she said, I asked Chat GPT, oh good Lord. She said, my question, can quinine help treat the symptoms of malaria? I was thinking about the mosquitoes. Oh, okay. She said, I ordered some quinine since I live in Maryland. One of the mosquito drops occurred in Maryland just in case. And this is the answer that she got. And this is the ones that she bought. That's a lot of money, girl. Seagram's tonic water. This is the one that I buy. It's Fever Tree, okay, with the quinine. And it's elderflower tonic water, because the Seagram's tonic water, which is with the quinine alone, when I tell you, it is the nastiest tasting shite you'll ever drink in your life. No joke. If you get the one that is flavored, the elderflower tonic water, I get this at Publix. It's $8 a case for the 12-pack. It tastes a lot better. It's not as bitter and gross. I mean, it's literally, it's gross if you don't get the flavored one. But good on you for getting this stuff. We've been keeping this stock of this stuff in the house for years. Yeah. So take that with, yeah. But this other stuff, I don't know what this is. This East India tonic syrup. Never heard of that. Just be careful, because you know I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Yeah. And now for a commercial break. And before I go, this picture was sent in by a community member. And this, it says the best way to take control over the people and control them utterly is to take a little of their freedom at a time, to erode rights by a thousand tiny and almost imperceptible reductions. In this way, the people will not see those rights, freedoms being removed until past the point at which these changes cannot be reversed by one of the biggest scumbags in the history of the world, Hitler. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.